Black holes. Just thinking about them gives most people the chills. Imagine a place where the rules of physics break down, a place where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape, a place where time itself warps and bends. Now stop imagining, because I'm about to take you there. My name is Chase, and this is my story. Are you sure about this, Chase? There's no turning back from this. No turning back, it's now or never, Rico.
Rico's voice crackled over the comms, a tremor of worry in his usually steady tone. I glanced back at my ship, the Phoenix, its sleek silhouette gleaming faintly against the event horizon's hazy glow. The black hole loomed behind it, a silent monster in the cosmic sea. My hand hovered over the launch button of my suit.
Remember what Professor Stein told us? Spaghettification? Not exactly a pleasant way to go. Relax, Rico. The Phoenix's shielding is designed to withstand the tidal forces. We've been over this. Yeah, withstand being the operative word. Just promise me you won't linger in there, alright? Get in, get out, quick and clean. No sightseeing tours, I promise.
Rico's voice was tight with apprehension. I tried to sound more confident than I felt. I chuckled, my hand finally pressing the launch button.
The last thing I saw before the world dissolved into a blinding white light was Rico's worried face on the comm screen. His eyes were wide with fear, and his mouth moved as if shouting a warning, but I couldn't hear him. Then, the singularity hit, and everything changed in an instant. I braced myself for the unimaginable pain, the tearing of every atom in my body. I had read about the horrors of singularities, the way they could rip apart the very fabric of existence, but it never came. Instead, there was a strange calmness, a stillness that was almost serene. Instead, there was a sense of falling. It was as if I was being pulled through an endless void, a bottomless pit with no end in sight. The sensation was disorienting yet oddly peaceful. I felt weightless, like I was floating in a dream, falling through a tunnel of light, colors swirling and blending, time and space twisting into impossible knots. The tunnel was a kaleidoscope of hues, each one more vibrant than the last. It was like being inside a living painting, where every brushstroke was a burst of energy and light. Time seemed to lose all meaning, stretching and compressing in ways that defied logic. Then, just as abruptly as it began, the falling sensation stopped. It was as if someone had hit the pause button on reality. One moment I was hurtling through the tunnel, and the next, I was suspended in midair, motionless. The silence was deafening, a stark contrast to the chaos that had preceded it. I opened my eyes, expecting to find myself torn apart, scattered across the fabric of the universe. My heart pounded in my chest as I slowly took in my surroundings. I was whole, intact, and very much alive. The relief was overwhelming, but it was quickly replaced by a sense of awe. What I saw instead took my breath away. The view before me was unlike anything I had ever seen. Stars and nebulae stretched out in every direction, a cosmic tapestry of light and color. It was a sight that defied description, a beauty that was both humbling and exhilarating. In that moment, I knew that I had crossed into a realm beyond human understanding, a place where the rules of reality no longer applied. Section 5, A Strange New World. I was standing on solid ground, but it wasn't the metallic floor of the Phoenix. It was grass. Lush, green grass, stretching out as far as the eye could see. Above me, instead of the cold, starry void, was a sky ablaze with colors I couldn't even name. Two suns hung in the sky, casting long, strange shadows across the alien landscape. I took a step back, my mind reeling. This wasn't the other side of the black hole. This was another universe entirely.
I knew it. I knew you'd make it.
A voice, familiar yet different, jolted me from my stunned silence. I whirled around to find myself facing myself, or rather, a version of myself. He wore the same spacesuit, had the same unruly brown hair and skeptical smirk, but there was something subtly different about him. Older, perhaps, wiser.
Welcome to the other side.
Who are you?
You, Chase. Or rather, a version of you. Think of it as meeting your cosmic twin.
The other Chase, the one who seemed to be a strange reflection of me, explained everything. The black hole wasn't an ending. It was a loop, a cosmic recycling bin. Those who dared to enter were reborn, flung into a parallel universe. But there was a catch, a cruel, ironic twist of fate.
You see this new universe? It was identical to our own, right down to the last atom, which meant that somewhere out there, Another chase was about to jump into a black hole, and another, creating an endless cycle of death and rebirth.
I spent what felt like years in that parallel universe. Time seemed to stretch and bend in ways I couldn't comprehend. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into what felt like an eternity. The stars outside the spaceship window were both a comfort and a reminder of the vast, unending expanse that trapped me. Each moment was a blend of hope and despair, a constant battle between giving up and pushing forward. My other self, wiser and wearier from his countless cycles through the loop, taught me the ways of this strange new world. He had seen and experienced things that were beyond my wildest imagination. His knowledge was vast, but it came with a price, the weight of countless failures and the burden of endless attempts to escape. Together, we navigated the complexities of this universe, learning its rules and uncovering its secrets. But the more I learned, the more I yearned for a way out. The knowledge we gained only fueled my desire to break free from this cosmic prison. Every piece of information, every discovery was a step closer to understanding the nature of our entrapment. Yet, with each step forward, the path seemed to grow more convoluted, more elusive, a way to break free from the cosmic treadmill. The idea of an escape became an obsession, a singular focus that drove us both. We knew that somewhere, hidden within the data and the anomalies, there had to be a solution. It was a race against time, against the universe itself, to find that one flaw, that one crack in the cosmic fabric that would set us free. Together, we pored over the data from my ship's logs, searching for a loophole, a glitch in the matrix. Every log entry, every recorded anomaly was scrutinized with meticulous detail. We spent countless hours, days, and nights analyzing and reanalyzing the information, hoping to find a pattern, a clue that we might have missed before. The ship's logs became our lifeline, a beacon of hope in the darkness. And finally, we found it. A breakthrough that seemed almost too good to be true. It was a moment of pure elation, a glimmer of hope in the endless void. The data pointed to something we had never considered before, a possibility that could change everything, a faint signal emanating from the heart of the black hole itself. It was a discovery that defied all logic and reason. The signal was weak, almost imperceptible, but it was there. It was a sign that we were not alone, that there was something or someone out there trying to communicate with us. A beacon, perhaps, from another traveler lost in the cosmic labyrinth. The idea that there could be others like us, trapped and searching for a way out, was both comforting and terrifying. It meant that we were not alone in our struggle, but it also meant that the challenge ahead was even greater than we had imagined. It was a long shot, but it was our only shot. With renewed determination, we prepared for the mission ahead. The journey to the black hole would be perilous, fraught with unknown dangers and challenges. But it was a risk we were willing to take. For the first time in what felt like an eternity, we had a glimmer of hope, a chance to break free from the cosmic treadmill and find our way back home. The air crackled with anticipation as I stood once more at the edge of the abyss. The vast, gaping maw of the black hole seemed to beckon me, its gravitational pull almost palpable. I could feel the weight of the universe pressing down on me, a reminder of the immense forces at play. The darkness was not just an absence of light, but a presence, a living entity that seemed to whisper secrets of the cosmos. Every fiber of my being was attuned to the moment, aware of the monumental step I was about to take. This time, however, I wasn't alone. My companion, a mirror image of myself, stood by my side. Together, we faced the unknown, our fates intertwined. The bond between us was unspoken but profound, forged in the crucible of countless shared experiences. We had trained for this moment, prepared for every conceivable scenario, yet nothing could truly ready us for the reality of what lay ahead. My other self stood beside me, his eyes reflecting the swirling chaos of the black hole. In those eyes, I saw determination, fear, and a glimmer of hope. It was as if we were looking into a mirror, each seeing our own soul laid bare. The black hole's event horizon loomed before us, a point of no return, and yet we were resolute. We had come too far to turn back now.
Ready. S3, ready. The word hung in the air, a simple question that carried the weight of our mission. We exchanged a nod, a silent affirmation of our resolve. The cockpit of the Phoenix was a flurry of activity, lights blinking, instruments humming as we made our final preparations.
With a surge of power, the Phoenix roared back to life, its engines igniting with a brilliant flare. The ship vibrated with energy, a testament to the engineering marvel that it was. We could feel the raw power coursing through the vessel, a force that would propel us into the heart of the black hole. Its engines screaming defiance against the relentless pull of the black hole. The gravitational forces were immense, threatening to tear the ship apart, but the Phoenix held strong. Every system was pushed to its limit, every ounce of thrust directed towards breaking free from the black hole's grip. We plunged into the darkness, guided by the faint beacon and fueled by a desperate hope. The transition was instantaneous. One moment surrounded by the familiar stars, the next engulfed in an all-consuming void. The ship's sensors struggled to make sense of the environment, the data streams filled with anomalies and unknowns. Whether we would find our way out, whether we would navigate the labyrinth of space-time and emerge on the other side, was a question that haunted us. The void was disorienting, a place where the usual rules of physics seemed to bend and twist. Whether we would break free from the cosmic loop or be condemned to repeat the cycle forever, only time would tell. The journey ahead was fraught with uncertainty, but we pressed on, driven by the hope that somewhere, somehow, there was a way out. The black hole held its secrets close, but we were determined to uncover them, no matter the cost.